मत्सत्यं च कदाचन गुरुत्वां कृत्यं गुरुं निर्जित्या वादता अरण्ये निर्जले देशे स भवेद् ब्रह्मराक्षसा मुनिभिः पन्नगैर्वापि सुरैर्वा शापितो यदि कालमृत्युभयाद्वापि गुरु रक्षति पार्वती अशक्ता हि सुराद्यश्च अशक्ता मुनयस्तथा गुरुशापेन ते शीघ्रं क्षयं यान्ति न संशयः मंत्रराजमृत.
Good morning and welcome to our seminar this morning. So once again, we enter into that awareness of awareness. And this coming Sunday is the anniversary of the Samadhi of Swami Muktanada. So as we focus in, we'll extend to Baba this morning. Opening that space of the awareness in the body. We extend up and extend down through the whole body. And into the field around us. And sensing the energy that's in us and around us. We extend to the person to the right, to the left, across the room, on the Zoom as they extend here. And sensing that energy, that resonance this morning of the outer field and the inner field. We pull the energy into the top of the head, down through the forehead, through the face, through the throat, down into the heart, down into the belly, into the lower body. And we feel the rise of the energy from the base of the spine, up through the back, all the way up through the back of the heart, to the top of the head. That Kundalini energy that Muktanada opened for so many of us. We feel like extending down through the whole body, making that loop again, all the way up to the top of the head. And then down again into the lower body, making that loop, and again rising up, feeling the power of that Kundalini in the body. The Kundalini energy opening in the heart as we open into the light. And once again, we extend to each other in the light. We extend to our generational field, that field of the ancestors, the family, the friends, the great yogis we've known in our life. Swami Muktanada. All the different Buddhist teachers, and particularly this morning, we extend to Lama Norla, Tai Situ Rinpoche, the Karmapa as well. And we had such a great occasion on Sunday. We had gone to Wappinger Falls, Rudy and I, with a number of you all, and we did a number of different empowerments. And after it was over, we were invited to meet with Tai Situ Rinpoche. And during that meeting, he said to us, he said, you know, your guru, Baba Muktananda, and my guru, the 16th Karmapa, were friends. And we acknowledged that. We said, yes, we knew that. And so today, what I thought I would do would be to read about that meeting in Ganeshpur that took place in 1973. So the year 1973 commenced with the visit to the Ganeshpuri ashram of His Holiness, with the visit to the Ganeshpuri ashram of His Holiness the Gwalwa Karmapa, the then head of the Kagyudapa sect of Tibetan Buddhism. This had been arranged a few weeks earlier with the visit of one of his close disciples named Sister Palma. She was an English lady who had been ordained as a nun by the Karmapa himself. She had already met Baba and wanted him and her guru to meet. He arrived on New Year's Day accompanied by about 30 Tibetan lamas, monks, and laymen. Baba welcomed him at the ashram gate and had the elephant Vijayananda garland him. He then took the Karmapa's hand and led him inside the temple to Nityananda's statue and introduced the Karmapa to his guru. The Karmapa reverently bowed and then was taken inside the inner temple, where he performed pradakshina, or circumvolution of the statue in a clockwise direction. After he toured the ashram, he returned to the main hall where everyone had gathered. Baba offered the Karmapa and his monks some gifts, including shawls for all of them. A spontaneous friendship appeared to arise between His Holiness and Baba. They stayed in the front hall for some time and then went to the courtyard and fed Viju, who had been anxiously waiting. When they finished, Viju picked up a garland and was about to place it around Baba's neck, as he had done on numerous occasions. But instead, Baba pointed to the Karmapa, and Viju appeared to understand, since he placed the garland around the Karmapa's neck. That evening, Baba and the Karmapa met again, but this time they sat in the Turiya Mandir hall in the upper garden. The Karmapa and his entire party were staying in the rooms of Turiya Mandir, including its veranda. The two spoke for some time, and then Baba told the audience that the Karmapa belonged to the long lineage of Tibetan Siddhas. He said, just as a lion cub grows up into a lion, in the same way, a Siddha student is bound to grow up into a Siddha. The Karmapa immediately returned the compliment by saying, Babaji is indeed a lion. And pointing to his devotees, he said, you should all also become lions. You should become Siddhas. Afterwards, the Karmapa presented Baba with some gifts, which include a bell representing wisdom, a dorji, which represents the divine spark of Kundalini, symbolized by the thunderbolt. After a while, those who wished could approach the Karmapa and greet him personally. On the second day of his visit, the Karmapa performed the auspicious Vajra crown, or black hat ceremony, in the temple hall. Sitting on a raised platform at one end of the hall, the Karmapa faced the statue of Bhagawan Nityananda. Baba sat in a chair in the center of the hall, facing the Karmapa. As the lamas and monks started chanting mantras in a slow, rumbling sound, two long Tibetan horns were blown. Tibetan chanting is very powerful and sounds like rumbling thunder. As the chanting and the sounds of the horns came to a crescendo, the Karmapa placed the black hat, or crown, of his lineage on his own head. And as he did so, even though his eyes remained wide open, he appeared to enter a deep meditation. One could see that the audience was deeply affected by the experience. Chakrapani was actually there at that black crown ceremony. He said it was extremely powerful. After the program, everyone had lunch, and the Karmapa and his group left the ashram shortly after. But a funny incident occurred as they were leaving. The Karmapa's car had just pulled out when suddenly it came to a stop, and out jumped one of the attendants, who ran up to Turiya Mandir, where they had forgotten the sacred black hat. He returned shortly, carrying it on his shoulder, jumped into the car, and off they went. So this morning, we actually have the video of the black crown ceremony, not the one that took place in Ganeshpur, but we'll start that now. So if you'd like to come and sit over here, that would be great.
This particular one is where a black crown ceremony between the Karmapa and Dzogchen Rinpoche. So it's in the Kagyu Enigma tradition that this unit is. You'll see that today.
So this one is for the people on the video. This is between a black crown ceremony and Dzogchen Rinpoche from the Nyingma lineage was there with the Karmapa. This is the 16th Karmapa.
It's very much a home movie. It'll come out. The relationship between Taisito and the Karmapa is that so the Taisito tradition actually trains the Karmapa, and then when the Taisito tradition person dies, the Karmapa then finds the next one to be Taisito and trains him, and this has been going on for centuries. It's so interesting that the Karmapa here actually looks like Taisito. It's it's actually strangely similar.
Yes.
This is the actual beginning of the Black Crown ceremony. That Lama we just saw there runs the Ashram, big Negro ashram in Oregon. Bodhisattva mantras.
Namaste.
Doing a pose, you know. Now beginning the background ceremony. Transmission of luminous darkness. Archetypally, the black crown is said to represent millions of dakinis who have given their blessing to the Karmapa. And originally the black crown began with the fifth Karmapa. And as he was entering China, the emperor saw this vision of a black crown above his head. And then, which apparently the dakinis were present there. And the emperor had the black crown fashioned so that
that it would be in a material form. Then the black crown ceremony began after that. Continuing your meditation, and if you like, you can mix Baba's mantra, Hamsa, with all these wonderful Tibetan sounds. Such a great morning. We'll focus right now on those we know and love that have some difficulties holding the light. And we'll focus that this wonderful transmission can permeate throughout the world. We have one more chant today. Shiva Arati. Representing that luminous darkness.
Go.
kuruche, Jinnagadana kuruche, Sapta Sarasayita, Jinnakata Taita, Jinnakata Nirjana Adayate. ये मुद्दा कथा है जो बाजायते वनक ये वीणा का वीणा वनक वना ललिता अरे वीणा भी राना तंबूरी भी लो वीणा भी लो ओ लगा दे Lupa chupa alanga lupa chupa Shiva kalanga jayate Panchana Saita Trinayana Sasidara More Trinayana Sasidara More Vishadara Kantayuta Sundara Chaka Kalapam Kahamanayuta Bala Shiva Parakayuta Mala Kamayuti Sulapinatam Kamayuti Sulapinatam Karadita Yuta Ala Om Hara 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 Mahadev Santani Madani Jalali Madayate Shiva Jalali Madayate Nira Jayate Brahma Nira Jayate Vishnu Nira Jampante Charana Saroja Shiva Kamane Kripa Mahalokayati Mahesha Shiva Lokayati Suresha Isha Madinata Om Hara 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 Mahadev Achayati Mala Shiva Panaga Muktanada Vamani Bhage Girija Vamani Bhage Gauri Ruhamati Lalita Sundara Sakara Sharire Kritabhasma Bharana Shiva Kritabhasma Bharana Siddhina Padana Yakurute Shiva Padana Yakurute Shiva Sayujam Gacchati Parasayujam Gacchati Vajjaya Sudhute Om Hara 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 Mahadev Om Jaya Ganga Jaya Hara Shiva Jaya Girija Shiva Jaya Gauri Nada Tamam Paraya Nityam Tamam Paraya Shambho Nirvaya Jaganisha Om Hara 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 Mahadev
And we'll start to close up right now. If you like, you can rub your hands together till they're hot. When sealing at the heart. The top of the head, the belly. And we do have some announcements.
Good morning. So, on Sunday morning, October 23rd, from 10 a.m. to 1, we're going to have Reverend Francisco Tiso come and give a seminar on the unfolding of the light of awareness in Dzogchen and the Gnostic Christian traditions. And really happy to have Father Francis Tiso present this seminar on the influence of contemplative Gnostic Christianity on Dzogchen Tibetan Buddhism. And he's actually published this fantastic book called The Rainbow Body and the Resurrection, an amazing text. And the seminar will be both didactic and experiential. And during the seminar, we'll experientially focus on the embodiment of luminous awareness using ancient gazing praxis. And he's both a master in Dzogchen and in the Gnostic Christian traditions. And as these talks involve, he'll be coming here to the Tuesday morning seminar, Wednesday morning seminar, and then Friday morning he'll be teaching here at this meditation seminar, primarily just doing a meditation practice with the light. Then Sunday we'll have that workshop. And it's really useful to know through the Silk Road how these different traditions really interacted with each other. That's how Kazimir Shaivism influenced Dzogchen, and Dzogchen influenced Kazimir Shaivism, and then the Christian traditions, and all these different exchanges of the hermeneutic of the unfolding of these traditions is really very, very interactional and relational. And when we enter in that experience, it actually saves us from having a fundamentalistic mentality, which is actually a form of brain deadness, as we know. So, highly recommended that you can come to this. People who are out of town and who use Zoom on a regular basis, you can also sign up for this and register, and we'll broadcast it also on Sunday morning. Great.
So if you'd like to stay and meditate for a while, you're welcome. We do have some refreshments upstairs. So Sunday again is the Mahasamadhi day. So just playing the mantra that day perhaps.